pianist with Music Academy International Inc. And welcome to my channel. And finally, we are almost 1,000 subscribers on this channel. It's a new channel, but it will be the best piano channel on the internet. I hope so. Anyhow, so if you do please subscribe, check the playlist. We're having over 270 tutorials and videos and questions and Hanon in D and Mozart and Chopin for all levels. So yes, be here with me and let's get going. Okay, so in today's tutorial I'm addressing this mostly for late beginners, that they do have some troubles, in coordination, left hand and right hand. And I'm gonna just do a couple of exercises and couple of ideas how you can play with it and learn on the same time and have fun, right? Because we do know right hand usually it's carrying up the melody, left hand it's carrying up the chords or the fundamental. And I did saw in some of the Facebook groups that some they do have problems with the left hand and they cannot coordinate. They're saying, oh, I can play it perfectly right hand and left hand, but when I put it together, it's a mess. So let's go. I would suggest you to do this kind of exercises every day for a while. I would suggest you to do 5 fingers exercise to start working on the Hanon. I do have an entire series there where you can just learn patterns and more patterns, and that is gonna help you to break down and actually split your brain in right and left. As you know, the right brain, the right side of the brain, it goes with the left hand, and the left side of the brain goes with the right hand. And sometimes if they're not communicating fast enough, then you can't just put it together. It's a coordination, it's motorical. It's not about you cannot do it. It's about you gotta practice. And I'm gonna start with the beginning, right? So there are, little exercise. You can just starting like that. This would be the easiest one. You just go up and down, C, D, E, F, G, F, E, D, C. From the same note, you go with the left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right? And it will just look like that. This is for very, very easy beginners, like in the first year of piano, in the first months of piano, okay? So just go like that. And you're coming back 1 or 2 times. Then, to not get bored, and it's not enough to do it like 20 seconds, let's go to now to D. And you're gonna do the same thing 2 times. Yeah, it sounds a little odd. Then you're gonna move to E. Right? So thumb on the same key, and you go up and down. So that would be opposite direction 2 times. You go to F, you go to G, you go to A. And C. That would be the easiest to go. Then, if you want to put a little bit more work on it, you do the same thing, but this time, right hand goes up, left hand goes down, meaning that, so you start from the same, now you move to this, D right hand, D left hand. Now one more. One more. One more. One more. And this. So these are very, very, very easy exercises, right? And I'm gonna go just a little tiny bit the next step forward, right? Both hands, same position. You will go from the C up and down. But in this case, it's not opposite direction, the hands, they go in parallel, right? Right? And then you're gonna do the D, of course, 2 times. And then you're gonna go E. And then you're gonna go F, and you're gonna go G, and you're gonna go 1 octave, right? 2 times each. don't need to lift the fingers or something. I'm lifting it because I'm just used to it, but you don't need to do that. Just stay there and feel the 5 fingers position. And I'm gonna go a little, so the step number 3, right? Right? So you just push the number 5, right? Number 5 on the left hand, and the right hand does exactly the same thing like we just did it in step number 2. So you matching on the first note and on the 5th note, okay? So go and match. A bit more advanced, you can do D major 5 fingers, you know, to practice the D major as well, the first 5 fingers position. Even slower. And then you can go to E. You got it? So in this exercise, I'm just pressing number 5, the first note on the bottom, and then I'm pressing and I'm matching with the right hand on the pinky, right? So I'm matching on the thumb and then I'm matching on the pinky. Right now, step number 4. Okay, so now I'm playing 2 notes on the left, and I'm gonna play the C, the bottom one and the top one, and the bottom one and the top one, matching on the right hand exactly as we did before, like. D, right? D could be D just white keys, or could be D, you can go D major as I said before, and match it, and match, right? And right now next. Was 5? I think it's 5. We're gonna try to do it triads. Triads are very important for the left hand, you know, to learn how to do the chord. I do have in the course of the Chords and Arpeggios an entire video with how to play the chords, meaning how to play and be relaxed. You know, not what to play, not what keys to play in a chord. I do have it. One is number 5, in which it's actually how to play and be relaxed on the chord. Alright, now we're just gonna do third. So first of all, we're just going both hands, you know, bottom, middle, top, and going back down, right? And then you go to D. Both hands doing the same thing, right? So we always starting with both hands doing the same thing because they're matching exactly the same thing. But then, you know, so obviously, same step, you can go in D major. And then E. Right, and then F. As slow as you need to do it. Right? So right now what I'm gonna do, step 6, I'm trying to do about 10 steps, right? I'm gonna do something else that you might like it or you might not like it, but let's try it. So pay attention what I'm doing. So on the same triad, I go 2 times up, 1, 2. Now I'm gonna go 2 times down, up, middle, down, up, middle. Now 2 times going down, and then middle, up, down, chord. So this exercise, it would be for those that, you know, they did at least like few months piano, you know, more or less, you know, it's a really good exercise. So what I did, I'm gonna go slow. You can go 4 times on each position, but I'm covering all the directions in which 3 notes they can go, meaning like that. First direction, C, E, G, right? You can go 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Then it's bottom, top, middle. So it's an other direction in which go down, bang, bang, right? So C, G, E, C, G, E. You can go 4 times, right? And then you move that back. You move next to going down. G, E, C, G, E, C. And the last one is E, G, C. E, middle, top, bottom chord, right? So this, it will look, if you play 4 times, I would suggest you first to do it 4 times, so you get used with each, you know, direction of the fingers. That's for better understanding and coordination of, you know, whatever it is, right? So you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, G, E, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. 1, going down, 2, 3, 4, middle, up, top, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, and chord, right? And then obviously you can go to D, either white keys, either major or whatever you want, same thing. And then after you do many times, like 4 times each, then you just resume it of 2 times. 1, 2, 1. Bottom, top, middle, top. And then middle, up, top, middle, up, top. Right? And then you go to E, right? And then you're gonna go just 1 time. 1. Did I do it right? I don't know. I hope I did it right, okay? So you understand what I'm doing here, right? Now I'm gonna go to another exercise that could be, you know, you can do exactly the same thing, but the left hand again we're having C and G, right? So you can go. Right? So what I did exactly the same thing that I told you on the, you know, the previous one, step 6. And on the left hand I did bottom and top, meaning bottom and top on each. 1, 2, 1, 2. Sorry. Next, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Fun, right? Right? Then, step number 8, you can just do chords on the left hand, or, you know, or fifths, depends on you. Again, your ability. I will do chords. Right, right. So there are all kind of combination in which, you know. Then number, I think it's number 9 or something. You can combine actually right now what we did in the first 3 or 4 with thirds, right? So first I'm going up and down. you can go the same thing. I would strongly recommend you to go on my, again, to the course that I did, 14 videos, and I believe it's number 3 and 4, major and minor inversions of the triad, you know, like you have this one and then you have inversion. So in that case, yeah, you've got to do the same one. And then the other inversions, and in this way, doing this work, you actually learn the inversions, and then you do create the coordination. Right now, there are many other tips, you know, to do that. You can do thirds. Right now, I'm just blah and more blah, giving you more ideas and being creative. So what's happening with me, since I've been teaching for many years, right? I'm looking to the students, and probably each student might have a different variation of what I'm telling you here. Depends of their capabilities of doing it. So here I'm giving you an overall, you know, of the ideas. They could be many others to do it, you know. So this is what I'm doing. On the same time, for coordination, as I just started, definitely go with the Hanon. Hanon is perfect, you know. Some people, they hate it. Don't hate it. It might be boring, but I'm telling you, it will work out your brain. So, you know, so that's my recommendation. You don't need to do it if you think that you're good. And you think that you want to challenge yourself with more brain activity, do some churning. Another thing, Hanon, because I would like you to do some journey. So it is journey number 13 for the beginners, you know. It's $5.99, number 13, 1-3, you know. And that's a lot of coordination. You will have something like that. You see how the left hand is 1, 2, 3 for coordination. Right? So this would be for those that they do have already a little bit of coordination, and they're being on this journey for more than 6 months, maybe a year, and they start reading it and they want to have even more coordination, you know, and split your brain more, you know, because it's like 13, 14, 15. I did do tutorials. You can see it on the playlist, like Journey playlist. $5.99 again, Journey $5.99, you know, and it will help you tremendously with the coordination. So, but don't give up and don't think that is coming right away, you know, for those that they don't have a good coordination. Some students, they doing it not quite right away, but in the 10 to 15 minutes. I'm talking first measure. Some students, I need to wait for about a week, just doing this. And now, second measure. We're doing that for a week, like I'm asking them to do this. I'm asking them to do this for a week, meaning 10 times every day. Just do that and don't think of anything else. And you'll see that if you have patience, it will come, all right? So thank you so much for being here with me. I hope I gave you a few tips. And guess what's coming next? I'm gonna start doing live streaming. I'm not sure if I should do it every week, but I will start doing this probably with August, someday on the weekend. So you tell me if Saturday it should sound good for you. Prepare your questions. I would like to have your questions, and hopefully you will be with me like you know, maybe noon Eastern time, United States Eastern time. So hopefully, you know, I'm in Orlando in Florida. So that's what is coming. I will try to do it, I don't know if every week. If you coming, I'm definitely gonna be here every week. If not many, they will come. I'm gonna be every other week. But prepare your questions, so we will be together. I cannot wait to see you and hear what your live questions. Probably I'm trying to do. I will make an announcement. I will do it about an hour. This live streaming and questions and answers for you. And what else? Right, Patreon. If you like this video and you like me and this channel, please consider to support me on Patreon, link below, obviously, will be just $5 a month. So, yeah. So, see you soon. I'm working on this piece. That's coming up. Listen here. Is it not wonderful? Ah, that's coming up. Bye.